and welcome to my somewhat okay stringing tutorial. I don't know how this is going to turn out. We're just going to jump into it. I'm going to apologize for any background noise. I have animals. It's feeding time, so they're loud. And this is for a stringing tutorial for ball jointed dolls, specifically Iplehouse SID men, because that's the victim today. And I got a question on Instagram about stringing them, so I just thought I've been wanting to do a tutorial for a couple of years, so why not jump into it. So obviously the first things you will need would be a doll, willing victim. Just like general tools that I use when I'm stringing would be, I have these forceps, or this little clampy thing. And then I have these two like hooky things. You can see that? I have a really long one and then I have a really short one. And you can buy these off of like doll websites or eBay or something. I'll link some down below in the description. I made my own, like the redneck I am at heart, out of a couple of hangers and some pliers. And I don't recommend doing this because I haven't finished the little sharp edges on my handle here, so every time I string a doll they scratch me. And then also you'll finally need string. So the way that I do it, I'm not changing the strings in his arms because the strings in his arms are fine, but I'll still show you how to string them. I'm just changing his body string. So I have a big, huge, and I don't know what size this is, I don't know what millimeter. It's just thick. So the way that I do it is the way that Iplehouse dolls are strung. I don't know how most BJGs are strung, but they have one string that goes through their arms, the SIDs do, and then they have one string that goes through their body that's folded twice, and they cross in the hips. What I do to measure my string is that I leave him strung for this, and I take my string, and I just guess this. I take the two pieces here, the end. I'm trying to make sure that I'm in shot for this. It's really hard because of how my camera is angled. And then I just clamp down on the ends, fold over, and test it again. And I think that's going to be the right amount of tension for me. And I said I was going to string his arms. I'm not, because I'm lazy. But it's really easy. I mean, you just feed the elastic through and put one end over his head and then pull it through one arm and then take that off and then pull it through the other arm. Okay, so they crisscross in the legs, and there's like a little hole here in the, if you can see that, I don't know. I'm trying to look up and all I can see is above my glasses and everything's a blur. So you just want to feed these in through the hole, and all of my Iplehouse dolls have the mobility thigh, and Iplehouse has the option of this just being one solid piece right up here, this whole thigh piece, or you get the added mobility, and I always pick the mobility because hell yeah. So now he's strung, and I'm sorry for doll nudity, but you can hear the clicky things in his joints, and he feels pretty good. I'm happy with this. There's only a minor resin difference, and you know what, that actually might just be kind of stains from his pants, because he wears all black all the time. So, thank you for tuning into this absolute train wreck of a video. Subscribe for more golden content like this. I'm sorry, I'm not going to do that. I don't care. Yeah. I don't know how to end a video, so, headless doll body.